Trying everything they could. Mia Ritchie taking a fall after that coming together with Morgan Smith. Bath, however, couldn't make more inroads than that difference of 4, and to three-quarter time it was Mavericks 30, Team Bath 26. So 15 minutes remained for Bath to try and get themselves back into this match, and they started brightly. They had a run of 3 goals that brought the difference to 3 in the match. But that was as close as they got, and try as they might, they simply just couldn't score the turnover that they created. Mavericks, though, looking good and ran out by 46 goals to 39. So it is the defending champions that finished third. Team Bath finished fourth.
So there you have it. They were victorious and they've taken third position over Team Bath, and Mavericks will be happy with that. Ladies, you're still with me. Anna May's England coach and, of course, assistant coach for Yorkshire Jets, Lisa Price. Ladies, we've got to look to the grand final. It's just moments away. Thunder are about to do battle with Surrey Storm. It's been a done deal somewhat, though, don't you think, since about, well, the beginning of the season, I feel. Tonight, what would we expect to see, though, on court?
Like you said, they are the 2 teams we were expected to see in the final. I feel like actually Surrey Storm have really grown throughout the season. Personally, I expressed my disappointment in the attacking end at the start of the season. However, I feel like those guys have got it together. Where I've been most excited in terms of Surrey Storm is the partnership between Hannah Reid and Katie Holland. I felt yesterday they really had an outstanding game, and I think that's going to be very interesting, them versus obviously Lawson and Greg, how well they dominated yesterday.
They're warming up behind us, as everybody can see on court. A lot of talk is about, well, the hype and the pressure, absorbing that going into a grand final. Surrey Storm were in the grand final last year and lost at the very final few moments, didn't they? Thunder have never made it this far, so they're making history. Who will be more nervous?
I think Surrey Storm might be a little bit more nervous because there's going to be a lot of passion from the Thunder girls. They've brought a lot down south today and they want to go out and win. But both teams will be edgy, but Surrey did win last time, so I'm thinking that Surrey might be on the, might be a little bit more nervous.
OK, then, well, time will tell. But with team news now, courtside, Sarah Cooper has us updated. Come on then, Sarah, what have you got?
It probably won't come as a surprise to anyone that there aren't actually any surprises in the starting lineups tonight. Both sides putting out their strongest team to start off with. So Surrey Storm, unsurprisingly, we've got Dunn, Cookie, Greenway, that winning combination up front for them tonight. And Northern Thunder are welcoming back Sarah Bateman, who's back after an ankle injury. She's in the starting lineup tonight. And Laura Malcolm joins her as well. She turns 21 today, and I'm sure she'll be hoping to celebrate with a win here tonight. But whatever the outcome today, it will be a first. Neither Northern Thunder or Surrey Storm have ever won this title before, and both teams will be wanting to make history tonight. And they both sailed through the playoffs, but I think tonight's final could be a bit more of a challenge.
Thank you very much, Sarah Cooper there. A bit more of a challenge. I wouldn't like to be out there on court, would you, ladies?
Well, it's the things you train for, isn't it, this time of game?
Yeah. So hopefully they will rise to the challenge, both teams.
Well, rising to the challenge was the coaches a little bit earlier. Charlie Broom got them to stand by and tell them what they had up their sleeves ahead of tonight's grand final. This is what they had to say.
Tracy, grand final day. What's it like in the dressing room?
Yeah, it's very exciting. I think the whole showdown of the weekend has built up to today. The girls are really focused. We had a great team bonding session this morning, and they're going to go out strong. And today's the day that they've got to win. They've put in some great performances over the year, but that, who's going to look at that if they don't do that today?
You had a good semi-final win yesterday. You had such a lead, you could rest some of your big guns. You could try different combinations. How's Sarah's ankle?
Yeah, Sarah's tough anyway. She's a loose cannon. She goes for any ball, and one of them situations she just landed funny. For me, it's about looking at the big picture. Fortunately for us, we took the game from the start and we were ahead in the game, and she was one of the players, along with a couple of the others that we needed to rest, because they're up against a really tough battle today, and it's all about saving yourself for the big game, and today is.
Northern Thunder until this weekend hadn't won a playoff match. You've won one, you're in the final. Surrey, of course, were here last year. Do they have a slight advantage?
I think they do. I think they've got some experienced players as well. For us, you've seen how the development of our Northern Thunder players over the year, and that is a massive plus for our franchise in the North. And You know, we can only go away today. There's no doubt assured that we're here to compete and to win that final. But it's who's going to get the edge at the end. And if you look over the past year, you know, Surrey have beat us by 4 and beat us by 1. So, you know, psychologically we're going in with nothing to lose.
Listen, Tracy, best of luck. We'll catch you after the game.
Thank you.
Townsend, the grand final, second one in 2 years. Very exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't believe it's actually finally here. I think all season we've said, you know, this is where we want to be, this is what we want to do, and now it's arrived. It's about doing the business today.
Yesterday you had a nice win in your semi-final. You could rotate the squad. Everyone okay?
Yeah, everybody was fine. You know, I wanted to run some combinations out there that we wanted to look at. Everyone felt good. I think we looked good out there. We started really strongly, so it's about pushing on for today.
And now, of course, the big one, Northern Thunder. The first game of the season was one you want to forget, and you did that very well with the next two, which you won. Both very tight games. Today's going to be no difference, is it?
Yeah, I hope so. I think that's what everybody's expecting. That's what we're expecting. We've built on everything throughout the season. I think we're in the best place we could possibly be. Today will come down to one thing: who takes the pressure the best. You know, both teams are performing really well. They comfortably won yesterday. We comfortably won. We've had 2 really tight games. I think today will hopefully be a really good match for spectators and a great one for Storm.
You mentioned the pressure. Having been here before, is it slightly easier on your girls?
No, not on the girls. It's actually quite interesting. There's only 3 of us in our squad that have ever won the Super League, and that was all with Team Bath. They want it, you know, but you've got to put that one into a performance, and it's no easier. I still get nervous. You know, the big games, if you're not nervous, then you shouldn't be here. This is what it's about.
And this is why you play netball, isn't it?
I think so.
Or is it the winning?
Yeah, definitely. That winning feeling. So that's how we want to go out today. You know, once it's out there, the nerves will go, and we just want to put in a good performance.
Well, listen, Townsend, best of luck, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Indeed, we'll hear more from the coaches after the game. We'd love to hear more from you whilst the game is going on. So keep tweeting us, FNSL on Sky Sports. We've had some already. Natalie Panagari from Yorkshire Jets, Lisa. She says that the Yorkshire girls are backing, of course, the northern side, Northern Thunder. No surprise there. Chris Hart and Joe Harton's dad says good luck to all. Best of luck. And, of course, Joe will be sending her best from ANZ Action. This, though, ladies, is the big question. Kirsty Peat has said, who are going to be the key players, and what is your prediction for tonight's clash? It's a hard one to call.
Rather than sit on the fence, I'm going to call Surrey Storm. And for me, in terms of where to watch and who to watch, I think it's going to be about Surrey Storm's defence and how they match up against Lawson and Gregg. So look out for Hannah Reid and Katie Holland.
OK, Lisa, do you agree?
I agree with the performances, but I'm going to go for Northern Thunder because my heart lies there. It's going to be close, and I want it to be close.
OK, ladies, if we were going to say close, are we going to say it's a high-scoring game, or are those defenders going to be doing their job and keeping it low-scoring?
I think it will be a high-scoring game, but I think it's probably going to be a game which 5 or 6 goals in it. So, like Lisa, I can't wait. It's going to be an exciting one.
It's going to be a display of, a fight to the end. Who is going to be, gaining the supremacy and the title after this? Who do you think will be more prepared?
I think both teams. I think, as Anna said, you know, Tamsin's been growing through the season, whereas Northern Thunder have had ups and downs, but both teams will have done their homework, definitely. So it's hard to call.
We heard from the starting 7s. We know exactly who's going head-to-head. It is as predicted. We have seen that only the thorn in the side for both of these have been who their opponents are right now. Has been said, though, in the past that Thunder have fallen more times into Storm's hands. Tonight, will they be looking to make that, rectify it?
I think the pressure's different for both teams. You know, Thunder come in as the underdogs. Surrey come in as the guys that are obviously form and having more ones. But I think, like T said, it's about who deals with the pressure, and at the end of the day, who converts their turnover to goal.
OK, ladies, you can hear the crowd are going absolutely wild here. There's a couple of thousand people, and we're live on Sky Sports. It's a huge celebration to end the Super League for 2012, isn't it, tonight?
Definitely, and the crowd out and the new venue, I just hope we put out that great performance. I want to see some good netball.
OK, ladies, we won't drag it out any further. No. It is going to be a big battle to the end tonight, but who will be crowned and given the title of champions for 2012? There's 60 minutes of play coming your way, so let's go for our commentators now. It's Anita Naven joining Charlie Broom as Thunder take on Storm.
Thanks, Ingrid. Well, this is it. After the whole season, it boils down to these 4 quarters. Will it be Surrey Storm, the form team of Tier 2, or Northern Thunder, the form team of Phase 1? Now let's have a look at the two sides, and we will start with Northern Thunder, and no real surprises here as we've heard. It's Gregg, Lawson, Cobden, Bayman, Malcolm, Dobie and Armand, Cardwell, Henry, Turner, Enziano and McAndrew on the bench. Let's have a look at Surrey Storm, and again, Dunn, Cookie, Greenway, Trippitt, Seaton, Holland, Reid. Such a strong starting seven. The substitutes, Modeste, Bello, Convey, McHale and Ainsworth. And interestingly, it's the attacking three for England at Surrey Storm against the defensive four for England at Northern Thunder. Alongside me, as always, in the commentary box, Anita Navin. Anita, well, it's got all the hallmarks of a good game. We've just got our fingers crossed that it's going to deliver.
Absolutely, and both teams, both seven players, they're all in form. There's absolutely no cut in this, and as Tamsin said, it's all about coping and absorbing the pressure now.
Well, there is Tamsin Greenway, but the two umpires, Gary Burgess in his fifth final, Louise Travis in her second, and we're ready. Sarah Bayman and Northern Thunder get us underway, with Thunder attacking the post to our right-hand side in their gold and black strip. Storm in the light blue and black. And what quarter will be the championship quarter? It's going to be fascinating to see what happens here.
The start is absolutely crucial for the shooters, and you could just see Gregg there just playing the ball round, taking the extra pass, and there goes that first goal to Northern Thunder.
Tracy Neville, clipboard in hand. Her twin brother Phil has been on Twitter giving his full support. And Greenway and Storm will look to try and get back on level terms as quickly as possible. And it's fascinating, isn't it? We've got Tamsin Greenway at wing attack, player of the match in semi-final 2, up against Laura Malcolm at wing defence, the player of the match in semi-final 1. Who will win that tussle today?
Yes, great defence there by Greenway. She's really just matching up. She knows she's got to be at her best to cope against Malcolm, and it's just a great spectacle for netball, but there'll be challenges all the way through the court.
Well, likewise, Malcolm will need to be at her best if she is to get the better of Tamsin Greenway.
It's interesting, Lawson is electing to drop back just to allow Bayman and Cobden to bring the ball through, and that's often worked for Northern Thunder, but there...
Well, Gregg looking at Gary Burgess for the whistle, but it doesn't come, and Storm get the first turnover. Can they convert it? There was almost seemed to me to be one pass too many by Thunder in that passage of play.
Yes, that's the goal that's got to go up for Gregg. There was no space to put a ball out. Great ball in by Greenway.
Dunn misses at the first attempt, but surely she won't miss at the second. And Storm have the lead for the first time on the night. And Dunn didn't have the best of starts. Here's that feed from Greenway. Didn't have the best of starts in the semi-final, but came good to...
Oh, fantastic hands there by Malcolm. That's Malcolm's turnover for Northern Thunder.
It goes against Holland. And Holland called back, and if they move the ball quickly, there should be space in that defensive circle, and there is. And they're back level, and we're back on centre passes.
Yes, just electing to play short Thunder and then biding the time for the long ball, but that long ball will go through to Lawson or Gregg, particularly when you've got the movement of Reid, who occasionally will prop to the top of the circle. Just hunting for any intercept around the edge.
Holland call for the hand on the ball, and Gregg will go to Lawson. Oh, I thought Lawson had given that too much. Thunder back in front though. And Lawson, well, she has got some height advantage. 6'3", just under 6'3", up against Reid, who's 6 foot, and Holland, who the notes say is 5'8", but I have to say she looks slightly taller than 5'8".
Yes, Greenway just taking a knock there on the contact, but quickly up. Oh, great take there by Cookie.
Oh, and Cookie responds quickly, and the mistake for the first miss doesn't cost Surrey Storm, and who's going to make the first mistake, who's going to get the first break. Well, I guess Surrey had the first break by creating the first turnover, but they couldn't consolidate. And timed out is Sarah Bayman. Gary Burgess laying the end to our right in this first quarter, and it's Surrey Storm's advantage once again.
Yes.
Wow, Cookie's pass was not very sympathetic.
Yes, Dunn's just getting trapped on the goal line there with Almond, so probably just needs to look at the space available behind.
But again, an opportunity for Surrey, and they can't consolidate.
Yes, that's the ball that will work.
Oh, that's good play. And Greg makes no mistake. Thunder back in front, 4-3. More notes for Tracy Neville.
It's a good fake move that Lawson puts out, draws a defender forwards and then just rolls behind for that pass. Bayman's always looking for that one.
Goal for goal, 5 and a bit minutes in to this grand final of the 2012 season. And at the moment, both sides giving it everything and delivering everything. Oh, Greg using the full 3 seconds, finding the net to edge Northern Thunder back in front by 1.
Do sense that Holland and Reid have really cut out the number of obstructions in the game, and you can tell there just more discipline on that defence on the shot. Good tip there by Dovey.
Unlucky. And Cookie levels it up at 5 apiece. Let's have another look. Good take from Greenway. So nearly comes off for Dovey.
That is wing defence.
Oh, it gets its way through to Greg, but it's very tight in there, isn't it?
Just the contact there on the ball, but Greg just confident on that one.
Dovey in again, but again it doesn't fall for her.
No, first phase defence for Northern Thunder is good. They've just got to stop the contacts, and that was against Bayman, but they are really stopping the movement of Greenway and Cookie on the line.
Dovey in again, and this time does she come up with the ball? It's gone against Trippitt.
Yes, great decision there.
Yeah, third time lucky for Emma Dovey. Yeah, I think there was no doubt she had more of control of the ball. I mean, she didn't have 100%, but certainly more control. Oh no, and now it's Thunder's turn to give up possession. Is it on a turnover? No.
Offside, wing defence.
Greg then to give one side daylight for the first time in this match, and she converts. Thunder lead by 2.
Yes, Thunder centre pass as well, so a chance just to pull ahead.
Oh, that's a take, isn't it, from Sarah Bayman?
Just makes it look so easy, Charlie. She's off balance there, but superb shot by Lawson.
Nothing but net for the Australian. Former teammates of Tamsin Greenway, of course, and they share a house together.
Obstruction, goalkeeper, 3 foot, please.
So the first advantage goes to Northern Thunder, but cast your eye back, or your memory back, to that clash between these two down at Surrey Sports Park in the phase 2 of the competition.
Yes, good draw again by Greg. That's starting to work for Thunder, just leading the defence forwards towards the ball, dropping back to this back space to receive. Very well engineered there by Greg.
Well, they're going to say, if you cast your mind back, Thunder led by 8 going into that, at one point in that final quarter, led by 8 goals. But in the end, failed to see it in. They lost by 1, and Bayman goes trundling in to Holland. Good take from Dunn. Oh, Dunn coming up short. Gets the rebound. Makes no mistake, and we're alternating between 3 and 2. There's the take from Dunn. Well played, Pam Cookie, but it doesn't fall for her.
Again, it's the same ball that is being put into either shooter by Thunder. You would expect Reed and Holland to start and read that.
And it's gone Thunder's way now. So it is Thunder that are going to have the first advantage in this match, you feel, or are they tipped? Oh no. Greg's feeling her right calf.
Goal line. Yeah.
Now. Dearie me. Surely not. Having had the trouble with her knee last year and missing the playoffs, now she's got a calf problem. Let's hope it's just cramp and nothing worse. Let's have another look as she tips it here. Well, I mean, who knows? Watch her right leg.
Yeah, it's the trailing leg as well that she's actually holding, so you would just hope that it is a cramp, as you say. It wasn't a landing foot in any way there.
Well, I was going to say it was advantage to Thunder. If they'd seen that one through to lead by 4, then it would have been, but it's not advantage at all to them now, especially if Greg has to come off. Well, on the bench in the circle, you've got Turner and Enziano, and it's well, neither of them have their tops off. As the physio goes to work. Arij Almazi.
To the delight of the Northern Thunder supporters up there, I think they're all just looking away there, just hoping that Greg was fit to go on. So,
well,
looks like
she's testing it out. We'll keep an eye on her. As Thunder prepare, well, she's jumping around okay. Let's see how she moves here. She looks like she's moving okay, so let's hope that she is good to continue. But more importantly, that was a really good opportunity for Thunder there, where Greg's injury interrupted. Cookie. And a traffic into Dunn, and just crawls over.
Just held the ball. Becky Trippick just on that extra second, just waiting, which just shows experience under pressure.
Caldwell to Lawson. Lawson, nothing but net again for the Australian.
Time. Umpire's time.
Well, like the semi-finals, these sides have met 3 times before. Thunder winning the first, 67-48. This done reduces the deficit to 2. Sorry, go on, Anita.
Just the pressure there, Charlie, slightly off by Thunder on the defence, particularly the second phase of the centre pass, so they just need to tighten that, but Greenway sensing that and moving quickly to goal.
Harry Burgess thought about the close pass, almost held, and this time Lawson misses. And that second match I was talking about, 63-62 to Surrey. And then the final match up in Manchester, 61-57 to Surrey. It was the second quarter that undid Thunder that day. They trailed by 3 at the first whistle, but 8 by the second. And here's that miss from Lawson, just coming up short. But they've certainly scored a lot of goals, these two. They average 119 goals between them in those 3 matches.
That's it. Out of court, right foot wasn't wholly on.
Was pulled there for not being fully on the court. So chance for Surrey Storm.
Yeah, well, the early advantage, or the first advantage, should I say, is about to be wiped out if Storm can see this possession through.
Greenway's working the 2/3 at the moment, but it paid off with the long ball through to Dunn.
A little nod from Townsend And shout for her as well. She's pumped for this. Incredibly nervous as well. Just chatting to her after the interview I did pre-match. Said she hates the waiting around, just wants to get out and play. Said she'd rather play this at 8 a.m. this morning, and there's another miss for Thunder.
2 great rebounds very quickly for Katie Holland. Will just give her the confidence as well, but great positioning, she's in the right place, supported well by Reid in strong communication.
Turnover, no. Gunn gets it. Oh, and then too much on the shot.
Not the distance, the face. Yes.
These are the shaky ones for Rachel Dunn, just under the post. Gets another chance.
And this time, she scores, and Surrey are back up.
Managed breaking. Goal attack.
Just sensed that Kerry Ullman just started to look and sight that long ball coming to the circle edge. She could attempt those. That long ball's going through easily for Storm again.
And now it's Storm's turn to have the daylight between themselves and Thunder.
Managed contact, goal attack.
This is just quality netball and what everybody wants to see.
With the hand up, it's on the face.
A minute to play in the opening quarter of the 2012 Grand Final. And Surrey Storm have the slenderest of advantages. 13-12, soon to become 14-12 as Cookie puts through once again. And Thunder ideally need the last score of this quarter, don't they?
Yes, crucial for them that they just stay within touch.
Goal defence.
Just one centre pass and one goal.
But they've got to defend here, try and create the turnover if they can. Trippick finds Cookie, Greenway, Malcolm. Oh, Malcolm thought Greenway had the last touch. And it has gone now to Thunder, and it's 20 seconds for Thunder to level it up. Bayman almost loses possession of the ball. I'm not sure they realise how little time is left on the clock. Malcolm feeds Cobden. Greg knows, Lawson knows, that shot needs to go. Oh, no. And Lawson won't get that, and I'll tell you why, because I was speaking to Gary Burgess previously. You don't have to set nowadays. The new rule is you don't have to set, and she took the shot, and it wasn't set, and that is the right decision from Gary Burgess.
Absolutely, and that's where the players just need to stay in complete touch with the rules.
Some car insurers talk about multi-car discounts, but why only for the second car? Admiral Multi-Car is different. Each car gets its own discount. Start with one car and get your first discount straight away. Plus, it includes legal protection and courtesy car as standard. Now that's multi-car insurance. For one premium, one renewal, one policy. Go direct to admiral.com.
Everyone seems to be promising cheaper car insurance these days. But who can find you a cheap quote in a matter of seconds? New Confused.com Quick Quote will text you a quote straight away. Simply text your number plate to 66800, and if you've used Confused.com before, you'll receive a cheap quote in a flash. If only everything in life was so easy.
Text your number plate to 66800 for a cheap quote in a matter of seconds. Confused.com, on a mission to save you money.
Sometimes paying back money can be a real hassle. That's why Barclays has a new free mobile app that lets you send money with just your mobile phone. All you need is someone's mobile number, and you can use it whether you bank with Barclays or not. She's sending her mate 12 quid for her share of the curry last Friday. Seems a bit steep, she only had a few poppadoms. And there goes John's £200 to the plumber. Barclays Ping It, the easy way to send money using just a mobile number.
they come, the sleepy ones. The day's been great, but now you're done. You've had a ball, you've had a laugh, but now all you want is a nice hot bath. A snuggly duvet, a big comfy bed, a soft fluffy pillow to rest your head. Because at the end of the day, when you're all done in, you can always rely on a Premier Inn. A great night's sleep guaranteed. This is the new home of F1 in sleep guaranteed. This is the new home of F1 in HD.
Back, everybody, to the Sporthouse Arena in East London for the start of the second quarter of the grand final for 2012, and Surrey Storm have a 14-13 lead at quarter time. And there's been plenty of drama in that first quarter, and it was wrapped up nicely in that last 5 seconds. And those of you who watched the netball throughout the season, earlier on in the season, Anita, you were trying to explain this new rule of not setting and the shot being allowed to go, or the pass being allowed to go. That and the last shot of that last quarter, prime example.
Yes, it's probably not been attended to as much as it ought, and there are crucial times, exactly as we've just witnessed. So just needs a check with players, coaches to address it moving through as it gradually filters to all probably leagues and national competitions. But it's the first time we've really seen it when it mattered significantly.
Yeah, there was lots of shaking of heads on the Thunder bench at quarter time. Lawson wasn't particularly happy with the call, but I mean, if that is the new rule, that is the new rule, and well, it needs to be disseminated into the teams. So 15-all, 1 minute into second quarter.
Good movement by Kerry Ullman, just gliding around Dunn, and that's the one she's really got a challenge for. Almost there, Kerry Ullman.
Inside the circle, go see that. That's it.
Cookie trap between Post and Ullman. Storm back in front by 1. Gregg's got nowhere to go. Almost ran out of time there to Karen Gregg, and she seems to be moving okay. That right leg, she picked up that calf injury, seems to be okay. Now the difference there was the shot was on its way.
Yep.
And so Gregg levels up. Now I understand Sarah Cooper is courtside. Sarah, what can you tell us after that quarter-time break?
Well, it is very, very tense down here today, Charlie, as you probably expect. Starting with Surrey Storm, they're quite quiet normally on the benches, and today, kind of silent, not really much going on throughout the quarter, but at quarter time, Tamsin Greenway was down, talking mainly to her defence, actually. Her main tip was just to keep up the passing and to run wide on the centre pass when Northern Thunder are trying to throw it out to the side of the court. Northern Thunder, on the other hand, completely the opposite bench. The loudest shouting from that bench I've ever seen, but Tracy Neville, very calm, very quiet throughout. And her first point at quarter time, something she really wants to get drummed into her players, was to listen to the umpire's decision. So if you hear the whistle, she said to them, you stop, you look at the umpire and you adhere to their decision. That was her main point, really, and then just trying to keep up the pressure on Surrey Storm, so it's all still to play for down here.
Thanks, Sarah. Well, it's all going on court still. Greenway takes a tumble, but is okay. Tracy Neville trying to keep her side on the right side of the umpires, and that's quite right.
It is some player responsibility as well, and often the rules just sort of stay there in the periphery of coaching.
And a miss from Dunn underneath, and there's been a collision here, and Almond's gone over on her ankle. Oh, dearie me. And she looks in real pain. A collision with Dunn. Dunn went down as well. And Almond does not look good. Let's have another look. right. Oh, she comes down. Was it on Dobie? Or no, comes down on Dunn, because Dunn goes down as well. It's safe to say she's not too happy. Oh, dearie me. She's had such a good season as well. Can you believe it? Thunder, who ravaged by injury at the playoff stage last year, have picked up serious injury here by the looks of things. Cardwell is warming up on the side.
Yeah, massive season for Kerry Almond. She's done so well in terms of international duty, and a lot of work done in Premier League as well, so it would be so unfortunate for her, but it looks as though she's really struggling on that foot there.
Let's see. No, she can't. There's a little shake of head.
This is where the substitutions...
Cardwell's got to get a shift on here, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And a little knowing look from Tracy Neville.
But Cardwell's played in that position. She's played at the crucial points for Northern Thunder, and that's where playing the squad pays off.
And she's played against Surrey Storm as well, so she'll know what to expect from Rachel Dunn and Pam Cookie. Wow.
What a start, fabulous.
Almond in tears on the bench. But Reid, the other goalkeeper, repays the turnover compliment. Cookie to Greenway on that far side. Greenway, Dunn's come a long way out for the ball. Feeds tripping. And it's worked into Cookie in the end, and it's good work from Thunder. Storm back in front, 18-17. And that probably tells you all you need to know about Kerry Almond's injury, and her game could well be done. So, no loss in height. Cardwell's 6 foot, Almond a smidgen over 6.
There's full confidence in terms of Cardwell. It's not a substitution that I think, oh, game over. I do believe Cardwell can do it. She's just got to stay clean and not be pulled for so many contacts that we've seen previously, but she can actually do a good job.
The offside has gone against Becky Trippitt. Yeah. Eagle eyes from umpire Burgess. And Thunder, if they could get the lead here, well, that will give them a real lift after that contested call at the end of the first quarter. Then the injury to Almond, and they do have the lead once more. Fifth change of lead in the match.
Yes, Lawson's just stepping up and taking the front in terms of Greg, which she's not always been doing. Just electing to lead.
Back in centre.
So Surrey back to within 1. Lawson, long way out, wants to get closer if she can. Bayman's right ankle looks okay. That was the one she turned in the semi-final. Lawson. Oh, it was short, it looked short, it's bounced out. Seaton's got it offside against Cobden.
It's just getting a little bit shaky in there, and credit to Reid and Holland. They're matching up well against Lawson. Good ball again by Greenway.
Cardwell realised as she comes through Dunn.
That's intimidation, goalkeeper.
Cookie.
Shot. Backwards, no advance.
Almost leveled it up, and it is now level. 20 goals apiece, and we're not halfway through the second quarter. Is there to be another change of the lead? Done. Oh, Dunn's come up short. Cardwell tips it into Cookie's hands. Cookie misses.
Almost there, right position, so credit to Cardwell, she knows where to position. That's good tracking by Seaton on Cobden, but she's still getting out for the centre pass.
Disappointment every time that the whistle is blown. The expectation from both sets of fans is that it's going their way. Lawson almost short with that one as well, but she gets it. 21 all, just over the halfway point of the second quarter.
Advantage offside.
It's better work by Thunder. Just a contact call on Malcolm. Good tracking by Dovey. Yes, good positioning.
Oh, Dovey turns the ball over.
You could just see that coming there. She'd got the right position on Dunn.
Those tips in the first quarter that didn't come off, and now things starting to happen for the Thunder goal defender. And Seaton will go offside to try and stop that pass reaching Cobden. Oh. And that was a high risk.
Oh, great pick-up.
Bayman turns it back over.
Crucial times. Sarah Bayman will actually take some of the best intercepts. She's got to take control now, bringing this ball through.
Much easier for Lawson this time, but again she's short. The radar just a little off.
I just sense that there's a contact on the arm there when she's shooting. I think that's been picked up by Louise Travis as well.
Well, maybe not. Certainly not on that occasion. Third time lucky, is it?
Come on, bench, please.
Oh, I thought she'd missed that one as well. Thunder back in front for the fourth time.
Oh, fabulous, fabulous ball. Great lead by Karen Gregg. She started that movement off the ball.
Well, they enjoyed it.
Look at Gregg's turn there, all created just by that simple lead through.
Umpire's time.
Umpire's time out.
Attack, is your shoe on? Is your shoe on?
Karen Gregg seems to be moving absolutely fine now, doesn't she? Cardwell penalised for the contact on Dunn. Well, we thought it would be close, and for the opening 25 minutes, it's been very close. Most there's been between the two of 3 goals.
I'm sure it's going to be drawing all the cricket supporters away from their game and watching this today. Good work by Trippick again, covering so much ground through the court.
Well, we've seen so much drama on Sky Sports in the last 7 days. Is there to be more here tonight?
That's a shot contact.
24-23 now. Thunder lead.
Again, Bayman working incredibly hard, but crucial that Thunder just keep possession. But again, Natalie Seaton in there, but just offside.
Cardwell to Dovey, Bayman, Malcolm.
Just got to move on to the ball a little bit more, Thunder, particularly Beth Cobden.
Oh, and Cobden's pass into Lawson, too high for the 6'3" shooter. Or goal attack. And it again. Dovey penalised. Northern Thunder 24, Surrey Storm 24.
Damage breaking, goal defence. Contact, goal defence.
It's great movement by Cookie there, just solid in the drive, well timed.
Now Mansfield on her feet, going absolutely crazy on the Surrey Storm bench. Oh, Cookie's missed. Davey turns it over. Dunn wants the whistle, screaming at umpire Burgess. Still not happy. Simultaneous is the call from Gary Burgess as I listen in.
It's a big contest going on down in that circle with Reid and Lawson.
Clock stops as the ball is retrieved. And Lawson puts it through to restore. Send a lead for Thunder with a Thunder centre pass. Bayman finds Gregg.
Impressed with the work of Reid, the transition she makes from being behind the shooter to in front, the link she's got with Katie Holland. But Thunder break through there just with some slick court craft between Lawson and Gregg.
In that close match that Storm won by 1, half-time score there was 33-31 to Thunder. It's not going to be as high as that, but it could be as close as that in this final.
So goal defence, Katie Holland out of the circle, a chance just to get a 2v1 and the ball towards the post. There's the screen by Lawson. Lawson well and truly sandwiched in there.
And Gregg scores. Surrey Storm's centre pass. 70 seconds remain in the first half of this gripping final. It really is fascinating, and the error from Trippitt. She doesn't give many errors, but there is one. Now, 60 seconds for Thunder to look after this ball, but Greenway can't keep hold of it.
Yes, good tracking by Greenway, and it's gone the other way to Storm. Yes, Emma Dovey, great play.
And the penalty has been advanced. Oh, fingertip stuff. But this is the end to the quarter Thunder would have wanted. Eating up time, chance for a 3-goal lead. It is a 3-goal lead, and it is a Thunder centre pass. This could be the perfect end to the quarter for them, the perfect end to a fascinating half of netball. But Reid won't let it happen. And it's gone against Lawson. Lawson can't believe it. Anita Navin's oohing away.
I'm just finding Emma Dovey's performance has just gone up another level. She's lost probably a prime partner, Kerry Almond.
No goal, no goal.
What a show by her.
Wow, what a half of netball that is. And it's on a knife edge, Anita Navin.
Fabulous performance, fabulous netball for everybody to view, but credit to the players. There's just nothing to show between them at the moment.
Well, shakes of the head from Janelle Lawson as she leaves the arena for the half-time chat. But we've got the second half coming up after half-time. You'd be mad to go anywhere. Thunder lead by 3 at the break. Back to the studio.
Wow, thank you very much, Charlie Broom and Anita Navin. It is only half-time. What an exhaustive, explosive first half we've been treated to here. Unbelievably, only 3 goals in it. It tic-tac-toed end-to-end action. It never disappointed.
That was fantastic.
Breathtaking.
Brilliant.
Where do we even start analysing that first half of the game? It was just beautiful. Those errors, though, when they crept in, that's what was costing each side, wasn't it?
Definitely. I think for me, what was exciting in this game, the volume of turnover predominantly has been from some great defence from both ends. And I think for me, that's been the most exciting thing, because I've said it before, there's been too much error in our Super League building up to this. But for me, yes, there's been a couple of costly either missed shots when it's 24-24, and Pam missed that shot under the post, costly, especially with the likes of Northern Thunder's shooting end.
Absolutely. Now, the other thing is we've had that Armand injury. Not great for Netball Europe next weekend. it looked very, very painful.
It did, and I think she would have given anything to stay on the court, really. It's the final. But, you know, some magnificent defence still going on. Davies just stepped it up another level, and they're still battling. So I'm really pleased with their performance.
I'm sure everybody's really pleased if you're a Thunder fan, that is. However, courtside right now is a big friend of, Karen Gregg. She's with Sarah Cooper. It's Lindsay Armitage. What's she got to say on it?
That's right, Lindsay joins me now. Now, you're watching your best friend Karen out there. They're in the lead. How do you think they're doing?
They're doing amazing. I think Karen's playing exceptional. She's such an inspirational captain, and she seems to be leading her team really well at the moment. Great shooting stats and really good play in the circle.
We knew it was going to be close, but surely nobody thought it would be goal for goal throughout the whole of the first 2 quarters.
Well, going on the last 2 games, it's been exactly the same thought of it, but it looks like the defence for Thunder are really playing very well at the moment, even with the substitution. Emma Davies, fantastic. She's really pulling it out the bag.
Thunder defence have been incredible, haven't they? Especially at the end of that quarter there.
All season they've been really, really strong, and I think they've just grown in strength and strength as the season's gone on. And now it's the final, and they're playing fantastic.
Of course, we're only halfway through this final match, and a lot can happen. What do you think Thunder need to do to stave off Surrey Storm and win this?
I think they just need to keep their composure and carry on with the great shooting stats. Sarah Bayman on the centre is just amazing. She's everywhere on the court. And just think if they stay calm and stay collected about it, they could do it.
So stay calm and collected. That's the message for Thunder. We'll see what happens for the rest of the game.
Thank you very much, Sarah Cooper. I'm not sure we can stay calm and collected. Let's have a look at the quarter 1 analysis. Starting with turnovers from Dovey. If you've just joined us, we're live and exclusive on Sky Sports. You've missed one heck of a first opening quarter.
I'm absolutely delighted with the way with Emma's play. And, you know, every month she's been building, and I think it's been a real credit to her dedication, both training-wise and just her sheer passion and determination on that court. And that's what we're seeing a display today.
Lawson and Gregg have been phenomenal.
I think they have, and I think they've got composure now in that kind of last quarter. I think they've got it together a bit more.
They did have a few misses, as we've just seen there under the net, and a few errors were creeping in. But yes, you're right. I think nerves have settled. Dunn doing exceptionally well. Yeah. And you know, when Tamsin can smell a little bit of a gap in the market, she's like a shark. She goes after the blood.
Tamsin's at her best when she's taking defenders on, getting depth. That is the one thing that she does particularly well, and she causes so many defences, obviously, problems with that. I think Surrey Storm, after that timeout in the first quarter, that's when we saw them opening up the space and really causing the Northern Thunder defence problems at that point. But Ellie Cardwell coming on for Kerry was fantastic, and she's done a great job.
In a blink, everyone was saying, oh no, is this the end of Thunder? And then she had that amazing tip on the ball. Phenomenal. Talking about tips on the ball, quarter 2 was phenomenal when it came to the rate of turnovers. Look at that.
Definitely. And that the nature of the turnovers for me, predominantly actually what the defence is setting up as opposed to pure attacking errors. So the pressure they're putting them on is fantastic. And all credit to both Tracy and T in terms of the work they've done with their defence to actually deliver that.
Yeah, I think they've grown. I think Surrey Storm have definitely grown through the season, and it's showing.
And then we go and look at the shooting stats. I'd love to see the shooting stats because I think they're very, very, very close. One would go ahead, then the other team would come ahead. And it's been mind-boggling just to keep a hold of, you know, what's been going on. But where do you think, if any changes were going to be made, they are going to be made? Or would you just roll out the same 7 that you came off court with?
Well, you've got 2 options, haven't you? Either you make changes to have impact and obviously do it that way, or you deliver those people that are out there and deliver a message that's going to have impact. I personally think there won't be any changes. I would like to see both Tamsin and Tracy give value-add messages that are going to change what they're doing out there, or ensure that there's consistency of the stuff that they're doing very well.
Okay, ladies, thank you very much. We've looked at the first half of this massive clash. It is the Super League Showdown Grand Final for 2012. Somebody is going to be crowned victorious after the next 30 minutes of play. It stands at 28-25 in Thunder's favour at the moment. The action's still coming next.
Red or blue, Yakult is fat-free. Yakult Light has fewer calories and still has billions of bacteria. Yakult, a bottle for you every day.
Germs live all over your toilet, in the water, in tough dirt, and around the bowl. which is why the Domestos germ killing range now includes Germ Blaster, Total Blast, and Extended Germ Kill Thick Bleach. The Domestos toilet cleaning system kills all known germs everywhere.
One 4-star hotel, 2 identical rooms. So why does this one cost less with Hotwire hot rates? Because when hotels have unsold rooms, they use Hotwire to fill them. So you get them at incredible prices, backed by our low price guarantee. Like 4 stars in Paris. Our standard rate, $136. Hotwire hot rate, just £89. Same great room for less. Hotwire.com. 4-star hotels, 2-star prices.
HOTWIRE, Hotwire.com.
ING Direct offers new customers a high savings rate with no penalties for withdrawals. Good news is better when there's no bad.
We all brush our teeth in the mornings. But whenever we eat during the day, our plaque acid reaches harmful levels. Chewing Wrigley's extra sugar-free gum helps to neutralize plaque acid and keep your teeth clean.
Eat, drink, chew. Extra.
Have you ever wondered what it takes to row the Pacific? To discover the Zambezi like Dr. Livingstone? What the gold rush was really like? Could you live like an Amazon tribesman, fight a Maasai warrior, drive to the ends of the earth, track an elephant, climb to the top of the world, unleash the adventurer in lineup of new programs only on Discovery and HD, Sky Channel 520.
If you could step into the future of television, what would you find? New ways to share. New ways to explore. And new ways to stay in touch. The future begins now with the new Smart TV from Samsung. It's not just a television, but a whole new beginning.
If you want to do a proper job, use the proper stuff. The original Polyfiller.
Sometimes the start of something special starts even earlier. No other dating site gets to know you better than eHarmony. So whether you're energetic, laid back, outgoing, or thoughtful, at eHarmony we'll only introduce you to people you can really connect with, giving you a better chance of finding someone really special. Join eharmony.co.uk today and review your matches for free.
This is the new home of F1 in HD.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Sports House Arena in Dagenham for the second half of this Grand Final 2012 between Northern Thunder and Surrey Storm. And what a match we've had in the opening half. Very little to choose between the two. 8 changes of lead, and Thunder have the lead by 3. 28-25 as Surrey Storm get this second half underway. And Anita Nabin, we thought it was going to be a tight game. Well, both teams had 31 shots at goal in that first half. Northern Thunder obviously converting 28, Surrey Storm 25.
Yeah, it's been lovely to know what the turnover count was as well between both teams. An awful lot of action and change of play in terms of the mid-court area.
Well, Thunder needed, or should I say Storm needed the first goal of the second period, and they've got it. Shooting stats, bizarrely, Rachel Dunn with the lowest percentage rate, 79, 15 from 19. Cookie, 10 from 12, that's 83. Greg, 12 from 13, 92%. Lawson, 16 from 18, 89.
That's great work again there by Karen Gregg, just using the one-step moves just to bring the ball through.
Well, we saw Kerry Allman come out of the changing room and hobbling. She certainly won't be taking any more part in this final, which is a shame for her. But it's all about concentrating on keeping the team going forward now for her.
Yes, completely. It's about the 7 on court, the squad, and almost forget her injury slightly and just tune in to getting this team through to victory in terms of their bench.
We'll also point out no changes from the 7 that went into half-time, and I guess that's no real surprise.
Yes, again, some great work by Greenway. She's just repositioning Dunn slightly as she moved through to goal. We did witness Beth Cobden get a lot of the ball at the first phase of the centre pass, just sensing there that that's been addressed by Surrey Storm. Closer defence by Trippitt.
Superb shot from Karen Gregg.
Yeah.
Lawson trying to defend from the front. Greenway finds Cookie. Cookie, the outlet. Oh, full stretch, Laura Malcolm. And it's gone against Trippitt.
Yes, it was an offside. She moves offside across the top of the circle there.
Malcolm
into
Lawson. Oh, dearie me. That wasn't the percentage pass.
Obstruction goal attack.
Again, Greenway electing to move deep through the mid-court. Just needing to reposition herself there. It's drawing Cookie slightly up. Almost playing a 1v1 in the circle there, Dunn and Caldwell. Cookie later on the move in.
Oh, unlucky, Hannah Reid, really unlucky. And Lawson restores the 3-goal advantage. 3 goals is nothing, is it?
Not at all. And with so many players just getting a lot of ball and turnover. But the ball's going in freely to Dunn, so something that maybe Dovey ought to be addressing. Cookie's deliberately staying out till the final second. One shooter in, working for Surrey Storm.
Trippitt getting back to just stop the flow.
Offside. No. You're offside.
Cobden offside. Claiming she was pushed by Trippitt.
Vantage obstruct.
And this would wipe out the advantage.
Vantage contact.
Sarah Bayman gets in, and the turnover is complete.
And a pick up by Cardwell there, so credit to the youngster. She's alert and waiting for any loose ball that might come through in her path.
Greenway unlucky, really unlucky. Frustration showing on her face. Thought she had that one.
Goal defence, tidy up, and goal attack, don't react.
Lawson just letting Holland know that she's not happy with that. Was that a touch in the air? Was it from Hannah Reid?
It's always a hard call, that, because the shooters will feel the knock, and it does start to play games with them. So That's just happened to Lawson. Just needs to reset herself.
So the interception by Bayman comes to nothing. Unlucky from Cobden.
Contact, wing attack, penalty Storm on court. On court, yes.
Holland has it, feeds Greenway. Greenway up and over the top to Dunn. Dunn takes that with a minimum of fuss. Shifts forward onto the right foot. 1 goal game. Surrey Storm centre pass.
Goal attack.
Bartage offside, centre and wing.
Oh, Toby again getting the tip.
Just works her way through, excellent footwork to just get in front, but picked up and delivered safely by Trippick to Dunn.
Okay, well, I think Sarah's got a bit more news for us about Kerry Ormond. So were you talking to a very upset Kerry Ormond?
Yeah, I was actually. She's absolutely gutted. She's just sat here with her leg up on the bench. Now, she was just having a bandage cut off it because it was so swollen that it just couldn't have the bandage on. It was just too painful. Really, really swollen ankle. She can't walk on it. I asked her, you know, are you hoping to get back on court? She said, well, don't tell anyone. Don't say I'm not, because I don't want the others to know I'm not going to go back on, because she's absolutely gutted. She said it's the biggest game of her life, and realistically, she can't walk on it. She's not going back on court.
Well, thank you, Sarah. Real shame for Kerry Ormond, but she will be getting behind her teammates and her understudy, Eleanor Cardwell, doing a superb job of fitting in.
Again, Greenway just finding Dunn, who's now moving out of the circle. Cookies drop back, just a mix of their play, safely delivered.
So tight, you don't know which way to call it.
Just sensing that Lawson's just getting slightly angry with Katie Holland and feels that she's being just pushed a little bit too much.
Well, Rachel Dunn is certainly one that gets upset, certainly, and that affects her game. And it'll be interesting to see if Lawson can just control it and focus in rather than letting Holland get to her, which is, of course, exactly what Holland wants to happen.
And great centre pass, just slick movement through.
Yeah, it's a lot easier for Storm at the moment to get the ball through to the shooters than it is for Thunder. But Thunder hanging on in there. It will change.
Thunder better defensively on the centre pass for Storm if they do just challenge more on the second phase, almost let them get the first ball out.
Oh, so nearly 3 seconds. Oh, dearie me. And that's what I mean, it's just a lot tougher, isn't it?
Bayman there to support Lawson again, just off balance and needing just to reset.
36, 35. Certainly less energy being used by Surrey Storm in scoring goals right now.
Yes, you just sense that Cookie's starting to find gaps in the defence that maybe she's not seen before. Yes, good hands by Cardwell there. Malcolm picking up the loose ball.
Centre third, centre third, centre third.
We're 20 minutes away, but there could well be extra time tonight. 7 minutes each way. Oh, yes. And you can see there that the defensive duo of Surrey really going well. Greenway takes another heavy fall.
Just needs to be reset, that ball by Cobden. Putting the ball back to the third line would help, but Greenway not happy with being put on the floor a few times in this game.
Oh, she comes out on the right side of the scoreline, she won't mind.
Yes,
but it's gone against Surrey and it's gone against Pam Cookie. Let's have another look.
Looked like a contact by Rachel Dunn there as well.
Holland right through the back of Lawson. Lawson gives a little disdainful look before shooting, and that's possibly put her off. And Holland is getting to Lawson at the moment.
Yes, it's just that niggly contact just before she gets possession that's starting to put her off of shooting.
It's using up half a second of her concentration, isn't it?
Yeah.
Advanced instruction, centre. Offside, in defence, free pass, Storm.
Again, good tracking by Malcolm on Greenway, and Greenway's one of the fastest players around that circle edge and to the circle edge. Coping under pressure, Rachel Dunn, securing the goal.
Time out. And it's Greenway that's going to have some attention. Now, does this favour any side? Probably more Northern Thunder, I would say. Or it's hard to say, isn't it?
I think for both it's a prime time. I'm sensing that Greenway just wanted a little bit of a talk to in terms of the squad, and just to allow them to just rethink their tactics coming through the court. But it's a good time for Thunder, particularly Lawson. She needs just some support there and just some information in how to manage what she's up against.
Well, it's Laura Malcolm and Honey Cardwell that are being spoken to at the moment. Now Tracy Neville speaks to Lawson. Shooter to shooter.
Yes, I think just telling her players almost just to set up early.
But look at that graphic on your screen. 37 or 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. This game is raced on by. It's going to be unfortunate. Well, we hope it's not decided by a mistake. We hope it's decided by a wonderful piece of play. But certainly, you don't want to be the first team to blink here.
Not at all. And this is what Super League's all about. And to the wire games is what England strives for in terms of this competition. Week in, week out, games like this. My, what a difference these players would be on the international stage.
So, Tim Lovejoy in the house, supporting Surrey Storm. Another who's been rather vocal on Twitter in the last couple of days. And trying to get us back underway after that 2-minute timeout. And Lawson's evening doesn't get much better as she's timed out. And this is the first time she's been put under real pressure, isn't it?
Yes, and I think it's just seeing that putting the ball back is an absolute positive. And that needs to happen. It's not an option at the moment. They don't bring that option into the game, Cobden or Lawson, and that just needs to happen for them.
Change of lead, number 8.
Credit to Surrey Storm, just moved that ball through very quickly.
Contact, goal defence, penalty, Storm.
But Greenway's got a real battle on with the tracking of Laura Malcolm.
Well, Laura Malcolm will go all day, and Laura Malcolm gets in front of the Surrey Storm coach. And a superb turnover from the youngster. Now can Thunder see this through and convert the good work done? Oh, that doesn't look so good. Well, that's good play from Lawson.
That could be crucial for them.
Greg won't mind. Draws the foul and Greg levels it up, and it's a Northern Thunder centre pass. Are we to have a 9th change of lead?
Yes. Offside, well weighted there by Greg. Just good vision, seeing the movement through the top by Lawson.
5th time Thunder have held the lead.
Yes, Dunn just giving herself more space there to take the ball back, closer to the post. Good positioning by her.
The heart rate will be just
offside, win defence,
edging up
win defence.
amongst those players on the bench. Lawson needs this, you feel, and that's really clean, the sort of goal she needs to score. It's all about cool heads.
Yeah, she's just put a bit more movement into her game now. I think sensing the more she holds, the more she gets probably the contest. So just committing and trying to draw Holland.
Contact centre, penalty, Storm.
Done. Levels it up, 40 all. It's going to be a 15-minute shootout here, or is it?
You sense it could easily go that way at the moment. There's nobody fading in terms of their performance whatsoever.
Oh, you were saying?
Yes, contact call. Greg had really got no option there behind her in terms of using the out and in.
On the ball. Both of them, both out.
Both out. And Thunder edge back in front. Surrey's centre pass. Just over 30 seconds remain in the third quarter. Done to level things up. What a miss that is. How crucial will that be? Now, seconds ticking away. Thunder need to move this quickly. It's gone against Holland, has it? It has. And they can eat up the remaining seconds in this quarter.
Yes, that was a good umpire decision there, just to pull that. It was just getting a little bit too frequent.
And that is the three-quarter time whistle. And Northern Thunder have edged themselves in front by 2 goals. What a critical time to get the advantage. And we've only got 15 minutes of the grand final remaining. And it's coming up right after this break. Do not go anywhere.
It's not hard to view the world as something beautiful, but somehow broken. Institutions have let us down, and today it seems a person's word has lost its worth. Yet if the fading of these values disturbs us, then surely they must still matter. We still admire honesty and fairness. Whatever you choose to call it, honor is still at the heart of how most of us try to live our lives. At Hiscox, we exist to make good in times of loss and give our word that we will be there when you need us. If you believe that business can still be done on the strength of a handshake and that promises are still worth keeping, then you are most definitely not alone. Hiscox Insurance, as good as our word.
Keys. They vanish at will.
No, you drove last.
Come on. They play hide and seek and always seem to win. But with the Fiesta, you only need to know they're in there. Somewhere. The Ford Fiesta with keyless entry and power start.
This is the new home of F1 in HD.
I hope you're sitting comfortably, because here we go. The final 15 minutes of the 2012 Super League season, and it promises to be a belter, and changes to tell you about for Surrey Storm. Now, Holland, who we have been saying would get into Lawson Head, is off, and Seaton has moved from wing defence to goal defence. Steph Bellow on at wing defence. Looking over now at the Northern Thunder side, and there seem to be no changes for the team in gold and black, and I'm just getting visual confirmation of those changes, and yes, Seaton has moved into the defensive circle. There is Steph Bellow, and here we go then. The final 15 minutes of the regular season. We can, of course, have overtime. Thunder lead by 2. And it is Sarah Bayman who gets us underway in this fourth quarter. Well, what do you make of those changes?
I'm surprised. There's obviously a reason, and you should never judge the change and not know the exact facts, but Seaton can have an impact in
Hold
there.
on, I'll just jump in there because there's been a footwork call against Thunder, so turnover ball.
Yes, and this combination's been working, and possibly sensing Katie Holland was giving too many penalties away towards the last 5 minutes of that last quarter.
Well, Rachel Dunn gets the goal, and I can tell you that during that three-quarter time break, Tamsin Greenway went over to Rachel as she was sat down, put her hands on her knees and looked her square in the eyes and just said, I believe in you, you can do this, because she had a really bad miss towards the end of that quarter. And Greenway obviously didn't want it to affect her international teammate, but it doesn't seem to have done, because Surrey have had the start to this final quarter that they desperately needed. It's up 42-all, and Hannah Reid almost getting in to create the turnover and gives away the penalty, which is converted. Well, they're nervous, we're nervous, the crowd's nervous, you're probably nervous at home. Oh, Greenway's lost control, and she's having a word, is she? No. Bello trying to get involved.
Yes, Bayman will just stand her ground on those. She'll not be fazed by the contact. She's just got to keep her cool and keep delivering that ball through.
So both out. An unchallenged shot for Karen Gregg, and Thunder back out to two. And their centre pass. Never been more than three in it at any stage in this match. With that in mind, if Thunder or Storm could get to a 5-goal advantage, well, if Storm get to a 5-goal advantage, it's got to be a 7-goal swing.
Yes, again, just pressure put on there, but out of court, I think, Karen Gregg. Or a contact given.
Contact given. Oh, dearie me, does nothing for the heart, this, does it? Wow, Bello gets baseball from Cobden. Here's Bello again, 45-42. It's not last chance saloon just yet.
Yes, Lawson's doing a good job when Seaton's got the ball. She's got good, strong arms over, so that's just having an impact coming through. But there you see Rachel Dunn just switching the leads. Oh, great ball again by Greenway.
Caldwell went down there. Another injury would be just too much to bear. Two now the difference. Let's have a look in at the ball. Good take, and Cookie all unmarked.
And Beth Cobden really has just stepped up in terms of her performance.
Yeah, we were talking about her in the half-time break. She started the season really well, then went a little bit AWOL in some matches, but has come back with real vengeance, hasn't she?
Absolutely, just great performance, match-winning performance. Just witness to there, keeping that ball live in the centre pass situation.
Well, match-winning so far. She's still got to give another 11 minutes of that, and Harry Burgess gives the Northern Thunder bench a scowl as they let him know their thoughts. And a little look and a calm down hand.
It is a Surrey Storm. Oh no, Thunder centre pass, so chance just to get the goal back.
Well, oh, there you go. Superb play from Surrey Storm just when they needed it. And this, well, Anita, if Surrey get themselves back on level terms or even get back in front again, will Thunder be thinking, oh no, not again, we've got the lead, we've lost it.
Yes, they won't fade Storm, that's for sure. Not with Greenway there, and she's just working like a Trojan and just willing everybody on in every position.
Okay, umpire's timeout. Rachel Dunn's lost her bib.
pass or shot where the goalkeeper is, but we'll restart on the whistle, please.
Oh, gives us all a chance to grab our breath. Cookie. One goal game. Surrey Storm centre pass.
That is really defence.
Yes, Cookie's doing a good job around the circle. She's drawing Dovey.
Yeah. Well, Greenway puffs her cheeks because she knew that was really close to being 3 seconds. 46 all now. 9:50 remaining in the match. Whistle blows, contact called by umpire Travis down on the circle edge. Over the top it goes. Lawson bumped out of court, so Reed penalised. Seaton.
Yes, the perfect ball there by Sarah Bayman. Reed just challenged, but very little she could do with Lawson's body between the deliverer and the ball.
Greenway's down again. Well, Seaton's 5'11". Holland's 5'8", as we said earlier. She's never 5'8". That must be a typo.
No way.
That's in the programme. Cardwell, really good play by the youngster. And both sets of defenders coming up with incredible plays at just key moments.
Yeah, superb by Cardwell. I just sensed she'd got something in her just to put out a performance when Ullman went down, almost itching to get on, but look at that, timed and the balance to keep that ball in play.
You have to say though, Anita, and we are 8 minutes away, that whichever side loses this, you are going to have to feel for them, because both of them have given absolutely no cause. They've given it absolutely everything.
I think the most important part is the team win it, as opposed to the errors that creep into anybody's play, and just long may it continue like this. You really can't fault anybody in terms of their performances.
Well, as I said earlier, we've had some dramatic scenes in the sporting world in the last 7 or 8 days, and it looks like we're going to have another one here.
It's offside on the whistle.
And Greenway can't bring that in, and a crucial turnover, and hats off to Thunder here, because when Storm got level at 46-all, you just wonder whether they may wobble, but so far they're holding strong. That's got to go in, but it's a long way short, but Lawson was really quick onto that.
Yes, the link's not quite there now. Holland's gone. Holland and Reed, perfect partnership for me. I am really surprised at the decision.
And for the first time in the match, the side has a lead of 4. Now, timeout called. And no surprise that that's just to take the wind out of the game.
I really would consider putting Holland back on the court at this point. I think there's a need.
She's not moving. She's sat squarely on the bench. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. We have just 7:27 remaining in the match. Half a quarter. Of all the netball that's been played in this season, it comes down to now. Neither side have ever won the league, the championship. Surrey, stated aim when they came into the league 3 years ago was to win it within 3 years. They made the final last year, lost out to Mavericks. And, well, they have built so steadily over the closing part of the regular season. They came into this match the favourites, but they're 4 down here with 7:30 remaining in the game. But they know they've done it before, and they've come from further behind to win by 1. So they just have to keep hanging on to that. And Holland is not coming back on there. There'll be no changes. It's purely a timeout to try and take the sting out of the game.
Yes, and they do fire pretty well, Storm, after a timeout, so they just need to get possession.
But it is a Thunder centre pass, and here we go again. Karen Gregg didn't fancy that. Lawson for a 5-goal lead, and through it goes. 51-46 now to Northern Thunder.
Just less pressure in the circle. You sense there's a little bit more comfort in delivering the ball between Lawson and Gregg. But good movement by Cookie along the goal line.
As you say, we don't know the reason why Holland went off, but sometimes it's hard when you're on court to see the smaller details, perhaps. I don't know. Hey, who knows? They may pull this one out the bag anyway, in which case we won't be questioning it.
Exactly. It is a surprise against performance so far, and certainly this weekend as well. But we don't know what goes on in training. We don't know whether this one's hidden in the bag just for the final.
Yeah, absolutely. But what Surrey don't want is for that goal to go in, but it does, and the lead is 5 once more, 6:30 remaining. She looks calm, doesn't she? But I bet she is churning away in there.
Calm on the outside, raging on the inside, but that's what a coach needs to do, and just stay in there until the final whistle.
Time called as...
Just a backing up needed in terms of Caldwell's movement, not to follow Dunn, but if she could just extend upwards. There's Gregg. Good vision by Bayman.
Nothing spectacular from Thunder. They just need to see it through. What a goal that is. Under huge amounts of pressure.
Amazing, and that's what Karen Gregg can do. She can just turn it on under pressure. The experienced mind just working.
Another crucial goal. Oh, Bayman. Bayman's lost it, or has she? Yes, she has. Oh, ho, ho. 5 minutes remaining. Difference is 4. Now, what will happen here? Could that turnover be crucial? Dovey can't get that. Cookie must score. Oh, it comes up short, but she'll get a second shot at it.
Yes, good calmly taken shot there by Cookie. But it's a Storm centre pass again. 3-goal difference.
Yeah, it's only one turnover though. Bayman.
Oh, unfortunate call there for Balcom.
We attack. Be quiet.
Done to make it a 2-goal game. Oh no, she's missed from there again. Would you believe it? They've kept it alive. Malcolm's in there again.
Great play by Laura Malcolm. That's a hard one to go for. Staying out of the circle as well. That's got to be covered though. That's got to be Dovey in front there.
Difference is 2 now. And this is where Thunder will know what they're made of. This is really, really tight stuff.
This is all about just keeping the ball, and Bayman needs to play a massive role in this centre pass.
It's all about nerve, holding it if you can, staying cool under the utmost pressure.
Perfect pass by Gregg. Well timed.
And it needs to be a perfect shot. And it is. Difference is 3 once again. It's just one turnover, remember. Here is that pass once more. Meanwhile, Greenway brings it away. Feeds into the circle. Cookie with a long stretch. She's in underneath the net. She's been pretty good from there most of the match. Scores once again. 54-52. 3:20 remaining in the match.
Yes, it's good to work the ball between Gregg and Bayman. They're the ones that sight Lawson.
Whoa!
Cobden just needs to pull wide. She's doing that now.
And I bet Tracy Neville would rather be playing than coaching right now. Surely it's got to be easier on the park than off it. 55-52 now. Greenway. Oh, Dovey slipped. Oh, Cookie never gave it nearly enough, but she gets the rebound.
Fabulous game by Pamela Cookie. She's just gone for everything and been there for any rebound.
And we'll reiterate, you just hope it doesn't come down to an error. Not in these final 2 and a bit minutes. Oh, Cookie trying her level best.
Yes, good play by Greg, stepping in. She'll take no risks, but gets the penalty. Whoa.
Oh, dearie me.
Just not quite matched up well enough, Natalie Seaton today, and it was a chance taken in terms of that substitution.
Difference is 3, 1:40 now remaining in the match. It doesn't take long for goals to be scored, but Surrey must score on this.
Yes, almost a held ball there.
Good defensive work from Thunder. Oh, well played, Rachel Dunn. She doesn't like this position. She doesn't like this position. She doesn't mind it now. Just one turnover. It's just one turnover. Umpire's timeout as the ball is brought back. Naomi Taylor, the Surrey Storm manager, on the edge of her seat.
Yes, it's worth running down the clock. Northern Thunder just need to watch their work around the edge.
Thunder need this goal if they are to take the championship in normal time.
Good play by Laura Malcolm, just edging back into the third.
Final 40 seconds, or is it? If this goal goes in, you fear it probably is.
She's got to go, it's almost 3.
And it's in, the difference is 3. They believe now on the bench. And Anita, I'm going to come to you for your player of the match with 30 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, I've had different players down for each quarter, 1 and 2, but for me, it's Laura Malcolm. She's stood there for me in 3 of the quarters, either named first or second. Excellent performance, really run down. One of the best players.
Congratulations to her, but they've got to see this out here. Final 10 seconds. They're bouncing up and down on the Thunder bench. They won Fastnet, remember, at the beginning of the season. Are they bouncing back? Final 10 seconds. Surely Thunder have won this by a very tight margin. And the drama and the sporting week continues here in Dagenham in London.
Last chance to score, I think, by Thunder.
That's it, it's all over, the final whistle, and Northern Thunder are the champions. Tracy Neville buries her head in her hands, and unbelievable scenes here in Dagenham. Utter joy for Northern Thunder, utter despair for Surrey Storm, and you feel so much for both sides. You feel the joy of Thunder, and you feel the despair of Surrey Storm.
Fabulous performance. The substitution maybe changed it for me. I did sense Surrey Storm were coming back, but what a show. And Eleanor Caldwell really did take the place of Ormond extremely well. Excellent performance and well deserved.
Well, as I say, you feel for Surrey Storm, their second consecutive year in the grand final and their second loss. And well, contrast that with the joy you see on your screens here. What a year it's been for Northern Thunder. This time last year they had, they came into the playoffs of some sort of favourite. They picked up so many injuries, then the death of Mike Greenwood, incredibly sad, and now they come up with this. You can see what it means, but I understand Sarah has Sarah Bateman with you.
Bateman joins me now. Sarah, you're the champions. How do you feel?
I can't even believe it. I mean, we knew we could do this, and in the change room we talked about belief. The previous games didn't mean anything, and to go goal for goal like that for practically the whole game and come through on top, just so proud of the girls, such strength of character. All credit to Storm. It was by far the best Super League final we've ever had, and I'm just so happy. Those are the games you live for, but you always want to win them, so thank God.
Only, I think the biggest margin was 5 goals at one point. Yeah. Only 2 goals in it at the end. What did it feel like for you guys out on court?
I mean, we went 5 up, and I was really hoping we were going to be able to push on and kind of kill the game off with 6 minutes to go. And credit to them again, they came back at us and they kept coming and they kept coming. And, to hold on to a 2-goal margin is never comfortable, and it was hard work out there. But, I think our three-quarter defence today was outstanding, and everyone worked so hard that it's just an unbelievable feeling to get through that game.
Well, congratulations. We'll let you get back to the celebration. See you later.
Well done, Sarah. Great chat with Sarah Bayman, and well, she got it in a nutshell. I mean, it was desperately tight, and in the end, well, what can you say about Surrey Storm? You really feel for them because they put up such a brilliant game. But that will be of scant consolation. They hate losing. Tamsin was telling me before the match how much she hates losing. And, well, you feel for her, but the delight for Northern Thunder and Karen Gregg, they're absolutely delighted. Now, Sarah Cooper has Becky Trippick with her, I believe.
That's right, Charlie. Becky, 2 goals in it. It was goal for goal the whole game. What's going through your mind right now?
Obviously we're gutted, you know. We just didn't stick to task, and we're obviously disappointed with our performance. You know, that's the name of the game, 2 goals, but not enough on the day.
And obviously, you're 3 years old as a team. The goal was to win this one. You've come twice now. You've come second place. That must really hurt.
Yeah, I don't think it ever gets easier to come and lose. Obviously, we're proud of what we've done this season. We pushed them all the way, but we just didn't produce it when it mattered. But, you know, we'll go back to the drawing board and we'll come back stronger.
Fantastic game, though. I mean, 2 goals in it at the end. There was only a margin of 5 at the maximum between you. There was nothing in it. What was it like for you guys out there? For us, oh, we all felt sick watching.
I'm sure for a neutral, that was a great game to watch. Yeah, we had moments where we needed to clinch it and we needed to pull away, and we just didn't capitalise. So, you know, our error rate, well done to Thunder. Obviously, gutted.
Well, commiserations, and thanks for a fantastic game.
Thank you.
Well, it's good of Becky to give us her time in such a difficult time, but 9 changes of lead in this match, an absolute belter. Stay with us, because after the break we've got the reactions from the studio as well as more interviews. Final score once again, Thunder 57, Storm 55.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Fan Academy, where you'll learn to push the limits in fan performance. It takes speed, stamina, and above all, passion. But if you've got the right stuff, the rewards are there for the taking.
Giving your all for England. That calls for a Carlsberg. Introducing our latest weapon in the war on hay fever. New liquid capsules. Benadryl Allergy liquid release capsules. No one a day works faster.
Refuel with the KFC Supercharger. 2 mini breast fillets with a tangy supercharger sauce and a toasted sesame sub. Extra large fries and a drink. The Supercharger from KFC.
Here they come, the sleepy ones. The day's been great, but now you're done. You've had a ball, you've had a laugh, but now all you want is a nice hot bath. A snuggly duvet, a big comfy bed, a soft fluffy pillow to rest your head. Because at the end of the day, when you're all done in, you can always rely on a Premier Inn. A great night's sleep guaranteed.
This is the new home of F1 in HD.
Welcome back to what has been an astonishing and breathtaking grand final for 2012 of the Fiat Netball Superleague, and they are the victors. Northern Thunder have created history tonight. For the first time, they've made it to a grand final, and for the very first time, the trophy heads north. They'll be incredibly happy in Manchester tonight, and why not? What a game, ladies. Anna Mays, you're still with me, England coach, and of course, assistant coach at Yorkshire Jets, Lisa Price. It only ever got to a 5-goal difference. That in itself speaks volumes.
Credit to both teams. That was a phenomenal final. You know, I kept on saying that I wanted extra time because I just wanted to continue to see it, and it was fantastic, and it really is those kind of games why we're involved in such a great sport.
It is a great sport, and these two teams deserve to win either